I'm Sonia Kirkpatrick, and I am the owner and CEO of PediaPlex. And we are actually a developmental and diagnostic center for children with autism or other developmental needs, encompassing speech therapy, occupational therapy, feeding therapy, and ABA therapy. I decided I will never forget this in my whole entire life. I have a daughter with autism, and I was struggling as a parent to say, okay, we did the psychology testing. I got back a diagnosis of autism, and I was like, well, where do I go from here? Then I had to find, thank goodness for Google, that's what I used to say, and found out that she needed occupational therapy, she needed speech therapy, she needed feeding therapy, she needed social skills, counseling, all of these things, and nobody was encompassing all of that together. And so I had decided to go back and get my master's degree back when I was working as a global finance director for Nokia. And when I went back to school to get my global business degree, I saw a business plan competition. I thought, what does it hurt? I'm going to go ahead and enter my idea and see if I'm crazy. If I'm not, these people don't know me. I'll get honest feedback. And I won. And so I was like, you know what? I really want to do this. I've never felt something more powerful in my life than to say, I have got to be doing this, and I've got to change people's lives so they don't struggle like I did. And it has been one of the best things I've ever done in my life. And I feel like too that I've had a path and things have opened up and doors have closed that were supposed to close. But more importantly, the difference I've made in people's lives matters. The worst days that we've had is Megan was so lonely and she didn't have other friends. She wasn't invited to any birthday party. She's got two sisters, and so you can see the difference between them. And I always was so grateful having other children so that she actually had friends that were just built-in friends. And she also played alone. She ate lunch alone at school, everything. In fact, I remember putting her at her first private school, and she came home and I said, how was your day? And she goes, it's the best day I've ever had. And I said, why? And she goes, because I ate lunch with somebody and I'm not invisible anymore. And I will never forget that as long as I live. These children that walk in this door, they're not invisible. These children are special, and they can be whoever they are, and they're awesome. And just helping them highlight those differences and helping them work through challenges gives them the self-esteem they can do anything in their life. I would have to say in the very beginning, like I remember being so excited opening this company and so waiting for those phone calls to be made. And I remember when the phone would ring, we would all like run down the hall. We were so excited. Oh, we got a phone call, and we're going to be able to help somebody. But I remember some of our very first families that came in the door with their children struggling, and to watch them progress from how they were when they came in the door to how they were when they graduated from the program, and to see them even today is some of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And to see some of these kids, we had a young man stop by the other day. He wanted to stop by and come and see us because why? He wanted to come in and tell his therapist. And I mean, this has been probably 10 years ago, but he now is like 12, and he told me, I'm a junior ambassador now for student council, and I won. And he came by to let us know that, and to be able to celebrate those differences with a child, I don't even know what to say. We got to be a part of that. We got to help him. So that means the world to me. I would definitely say that coming in here, it is warm, it's fun. I design every single room around an idea. Like today, we're sitting in the vinyl vault. How much fun, right? And then we put in the dino den. Like I actually make it to where a lot of ABA centers that I've seen, the walls are blank. There's nothing fun. There might be a picture on the wall. No, we truly encompass a theme. dramatic play is very important for these children, that they need this as they go through life and to be able to transition from room to room. And the fact that they get all of their therapies all in one place is amazing. But what a parent truly should see is they should feel a heartbeat. They should feel a heartbeat here, because that's who we are. And when you walk in, you become part of this PediaPlex family. And you can see the difference in these kids. These kids love it. I love my school. I love my school. They don't cry. We don't wear scrubs. Scrubs are scary. Who's going to give us a shot? That's kind of what they think. And I got that feedback from my own daughter. Don't wear scrubs. Scrubs are scary. And so I want parents to look and say, these kids in this room, that's my child. These kids are friends. They end up going to birthday parties together. They end up having a true relationship with these kids and the therapist. So it's pretty incredible to watch them grow, but a parent should definitely pay attention to the aesthetics of the environment. That's not the most important, but the atmosphere. Are your people happy? Are they happy? People always tell me, they're like, I feel love when I walk in here. I see happy people, the people answering the phone, to the people taking insurance. Everyone should be kind. That's what parents should be looking for. Part of the whole reason I created all of this was I literally wanted everything all in one location, because I was a working parent. I had 2 other children. I'm trying to get her to all the different therapies, everything. And the one thing that I wish, I always tell my therapist, where were you when my daughter was young? That you could guide me and you could help me. And I truly believe that if you follow your bliss, the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls.